Hello, hello, hello. Hello there, Emma. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Your Superstar Self-Image podcast. Obviously, I'm Suzana. This is the incredible Emma Ferris.
Hello, everybody. Hello, darling. How are you?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm really good, thanks, love. Good to be on here, having a chat again today.
Oh, hasn't this been so much fun?
Yeah, it definitely. And my sister this morning, I went swimming with her and she said she's loving the podcast. So that's awesome.
That is so great. And I'm loving that you and your sisters get up in this cold weather. It is cold. If you're not from Melbourne, Australia, our mornings get really chilly. And these incredible women, the Ferris sisters, they're in the ocean swimming while most people are sleeping. I take my hat off to you. I just love it. And that's why you're my personal trainer of choice, Emma. You've made such a difference to my life. And my mornings are not the same when they don't start with Emma's personal training session. But it's so good to be here again. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for your messages. We received a beautiful message from our dear friend, Mabina from Toronto, Canada this morning, just telling us how much she's enjoying these sessions. I hope that you are too. If this is the first time, welcome. We are here every Monday at 12 p.m. Melbourne, Sydney time, Melbourne, Australia time. And we are here to help you with your self-image. Our approach is a holistic approach. As you would have heard, if you haven't heard my story, I shared a little bit of my story, how this information went really deeper than ever. I've always been, incredible at teaching self-image with my clients, but because of a personal crisis I had experienced, and watch the replay from last week if you want to hear more. I really got to understand what self-image is, and it was internal first. Self-image is how you feel about yourself, how you see yourself on the inside. The exterior is secondary. So it all starts from within. And, as women or as people, we love to look good, right? But your confidence, your self-love, the way you see yourself shouldn't be great just because of the way you look. Shouldn't be connected to your external circumstances. What happens is when your confidence is connected to the external of just about how you look, then you become fickle. It's easy for you to topple. You start to have all sorts of problems when the external is not going the way that you think it should be. Whereas when you have a self-image inside yourself, first and foremost, a strong, unshakable self-image within yourself first and foremost, then the external doesn't matter because it changes. It changes everything. The whole playing, the whole game of this thing called life is a completely different game. The whole playing field changes. And when you do look good, provided that it starts from an internal self-respect and strong self-image, when you do look good, then it's a bonus. So your looks and the external are important, but they're secondary. The self-image always starts internally. So we gave you a little bit of homework from session 1. Your homework was to look at yourself, identify your self-image, and look at any patterns or results that you've had in your life and see how they are related to the self-image that you've always had. And last week's homework was to start creating a stronger self-image from the inside out. How would you love to feel about yourself? How would you love to see yourself? No matter what, if you have the perfect body or you don't have the perfect body, if your face is swollen and flared up like mine was, if your bank account has a lot of money or not a lot of money, how can you start to change the image that you have of yourself inside? And today, I'm so excited about today because we have one of my favorite people, one of my favorite teachers on health and physical wellness and body and style, teaching us more about metabolism. And boy, oh boy, I learned so much from Emma. My body started to change mid-40s, particularly late 40s. I saw significant changes. And I bless this woman so much because she has made a difference to me in understanding my body and what's happening to it and how to live my best life from that outside and inside. So over to you, Emma.
Thank you, my love. And I loved that story last week. You're such an inspiration, how you walked down Bay Street with your head held high, regardless of what was going on. And it's a good reminder to all of us that it starts from within. But you're right, today I am going to talk about metabolism, and you were exactly on track when you said that mid-40s, that's when you started to notice a bit of a change, because what happens is as we get to our 40s, our metabolism starts to slow down naturally. Everybody's, regardless of whether you're a man or a woman. But women tend to notice it more, and there's a number of reasons for that. So basically, I'll explain what metabolism is if you're not sure what it is. But it's a process that the body goes through where it converts the food that you eat into energy. So that's basically what your metabolism is. And so it will start to get a bit sluggish as we start to age. But the good news is that there's lots of things that we can do to help boost our metabolism. Yes. And I'm going to talk to you about a few of those. And as you know, I integrate that all into the training that we do together. So exercise is vital, not only for boosting your metabolism, but just for living your best life. I know we've spoken before about a healthy mind works well in a healthy body, and it's true. There's nothing better than moving your body to help boost your energy, but also to help boost you mentally as well. So exercise is vital, but a really incredible way of boosting your metabolism is strength training or strength HIIT, which is something that you're awesome at doing, my love. So what happens is we start to lose muscle mass, lean muscle mass, as we get older. And so if we start to do resistance training or strength training and start to rebuild those muscles, basically those muscles are working harder, which means they're burning the calories that you've eaten, which means they're going to spike your metabolism. And the beautiful thing about strength training is there's also my favorite thing, which is afterburn. So that means even once you've finished the workout, and Suzana, our workouts are nice and short and sharp. They're never longer than 26, 27 minutes.
Well, that's what I love about them most.
Exactly. They're really efficient. Who's got hours and hours to train? No one. We're all busy. So we have to make them super efficient and super effective. So ways we do that is incorporating strength training into our workouts. And we also do a lot of compound exercises. Now, basically, a compound exercise is something where you're working your lower body and your upper body at the same time. So, for example, when we're doing our kettlebell work, we might do a squat with a shoulder press. So we're working both parts of the body, which is effective, time efficient. It's going to boost our metabolism, and we're going to feel the afterburn. So it's like got four fantastic things going on. So something I like to talk about with my clients is resting metabolic rate, or your RMR. So you basically want to increase your metabolic rate in order to burn more calories. And that basically is going to help you boost your metabolism. So exercising, strength training, better sleep, lots of water, and the last kicker is adding more protein into your diet. Now, the reason being, and that can be, you can have protein shakes, or you can actually just eat, beautiful lean chickens or steaks, or there's plenty of ways you can add protein. But it's a double whammy, because basically what that does is protein helps build more muscle, which we know is going to burn more calories, but it also takes longer for the body to break down. So when I explained what metabolism at the start, metabolism is your body breaking down the food to build energy. If that takes longer, then that's going to boost your metabolism as well. So they're my 5 top tips for boosting your metabolism, and really easy to incorporate, as you now know, my darling, because you train with me, 4 or 5 times a week. So you know the benefits of that 30 minutes every day. And it sets you up. I know we've spoken before about, setting time for yourself, prioritizing your health. That's something just for you, sets you up for the day and makes you feel amazing.
Absolutely. I totally agree. And yes, it's great to have a great body, at this stage, or a body that you like. But for me, I've always thought I had a strong mindset. I do the mindset work. I'm not one of those people that says to clients, do this, and you've never done it before. My integrity is the key. However, what I didn't realize, and also what happens to us women in our 40s and 50s, we have massive hormonal changes. So no matter how much you're doing the mindset work, sometimes those hormonal changes, all of that mindset work is a lot harder because of the mood swings, the night sweats. There are so many changes, and it can be such a challenging time for women. And in this day and age, we're still not talking about that big M word, menopause.
And I'm not talking about metabolism.
No, we're not talking about that's right, the other M word.
The other, yes.
One of the most significant things that I've experienced since I've been, working with you and doing those morning sessions is, even though, so yes, I've had a strong mindset. However, there was a period of about 2-3 years there that even though I was doing the mindset work, I was just like this, and, anger and impatience and all of that stuff, where it's like, what is going on? But, I'm pretty strong, pretty diligent, as much as you can be in that work. And I thought, I'm pretty good at this. But I really noticed, obviously the past few weeks, I've been a little bit off track with my training with Emma, and I really do notice a difference in my day. Starting your day with that 30 minutes every morning with the strength training and the training that Emma does, it's, yes, your body does feel great, but your day is just a lot better. You feel better, not because you've got a great body. That is secondary. That's great. I've enjoyed it. I feel great, in my clothes. But because mentally I'm feeling better, I'm at a higher vibration. And it's so important. The meditation, which I'm happy to talk about meditation or do a meditation here sometime, and that physical component, I can't tell you what that does to your day. So I'm super grateful for you, Emma.
Thank you. And yeah, I was talking to one of my clients yesterday, a man who's in his early 50s, and we've been training now for a couple of months, and he was saying the same thing, that he has noticed he's physically stronger and he's feeling more mobile. But he also said that the main thing for him that he's noticed and that his wife has noticed is that positive mindset, because he's doing something for himself. He's setting time aside every week to prioritize his health and his wellness. And it's not for anybody else. He's not doing it for work. He's not doing it for his family. He is doing it for his family, but he's doing it for himself.
First and
foremost, correct. And he said that, and I have seen a change in him as well, whereas at the start, his self-image was definitely, it was really hard to get him started. He wasn't enjoying the sessions. His body language was sort of down, but now I arrive at his place. He's already there, ready to meet me. He's outside, he's stretching. He helps me with the equipment. He sets up with me. He's ready to go. He's got his playlist going, and just that his energy has completely turned around. And I think that's one of the beautiful things of doing personal training, and one of the things that I get the most out of is to see how the process changed people. And you're right, it's not about how he looks or whether he's lost the weight, or whether it's more about him enjoying the moment of movement and enjoying his life and feeling energized by what he's doing. And that to me is such a gift to see that change.
And then all of the other things as a result, his hormones. And I find by really loving yourself and having a strong self-image, the weight takes care of itself. The body, you're enjoying your body more anyway. Every part of you starts to take care of itself. Okay, we may have the wrinkles or whatever. We're not going to look like we're 20. We don't want to, but we just want to feel great and look great for our age. As you were speaking, what really, really hit me was how both of our work fits in so well together, and that's why we are doing your superstar self-image. A part of my work, as you know, Emma, and a lot of our viewers and followers have been following me for a long time, and they're my clients in your 2 Minds community, which, Emma, you're a part of also. But a big part of my work is helping people break through those subconscious paradigms. Your subconscious paradigms are what blocks you, what blocks you from your success, from anything that you've ever wanted. And you change your self-image at that deep subconscious level, your whole life will change. Your whole life will change, full stop. However, the big but, we don't mean physically. The big but is that paradigms are very, very, very difficult to change on your own. I've been in this field for a long, long time, and I've not met anyone that has changed a paradigm by themselves. You can do it. You can definitely do it. But it's very rare that someone changes a paradigm by them on their own. And the reason is because your paradigms are so deeply embedded within you. It's not that you don't have the potential. It's not that you don't have what it takes to have the life that you want, but they are so deeply embedded within you that they are automatic. You don't even think about them, and they come up. And so for many, many people, look, it doesn't have to be hard to change your paradigms, but for most people, most paradigms are difficult to change. It's like an addiction. So when you start to move your body with a professional guiding the way like yourself, your mindset and your hormones are actually functioning at their optimal level, or the level that they should be. So therefore your mood and stresses are a lot easier to handle. And anything that is a challenge is easier than what it would be before. So the physical side of things, moving your body, doing the strength training, having those hormones working, working with someone like Emma, who is the best in her field, and doing it daily, just for 30 minutes. If that's all you can do the 30 minutes. Emma does. That's what I love about Emma. It's 30 minutes. When you combine that to changing your paradigms, right? If you're physically active and you're feeling great, then you are able to permanently change your self-image from the inside out a lot easier than what it would be to normally change. Yeah. And you said a quote, sorry, a couple of weeks ago. I'm so passionate. Just
No, it's fantastic, and it's exactly right. It makes complete sense. Yes, a healthy mind works best in a healthy body.
Exactly. That's it. I love that. Yeah. A healthy mind works best in a healthy body.
Yeah.
So work your body and change your self-image your paradigms that have blocked you a lot easier. Just makes the journey easier.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. And you've got this. Like it's like you mentioned before about the swimming with my sisters. There's mornings where it's the last thing I want to do. I just think, oh, it's cold and it's going to be cold. But I get there with my sisters and the three of us, we're laughing and we're swearing and we get into the water and it's cold and we're making, like one woman this morning said, oh, you guys are making so much noise. It's not like as we get in and it's quite painful. We're only in the water for 12 minutes, but afterwards you feel amazing.
Yes,
because you've mentally pushed yourself past your comfort zone.
Yes.
And you've done something once again for yourself. It's amazing for my body as well. It's basically like icing all of my muscles on a daily basis. So that helps with all the physicality that I do with my work. So it's got so many benefits. Plus, I get to hang out with my sisters for 12 minutes and have a laugh and, we challenge each other. Like my sister this morning, Lisa, she put her face under for 20 strokes or something. I mean, that's mental. I just keep my face above the
water. Maybe that's what I should have done actually when I had that issue with swelling.
Yeah.
I think I found the cure. But yeah, so well, I promise you one thing on air, okay? One day I will come swimming with you.
Yeah, beautiful. I'll hold you to that. Maybe October when the water's starting to get a bit warmer. Don't make the mistake like I did and start in August. August, I think it was either 3 or 4 years ago is when I started, and it was the coldest month. So, yeah, wait till the water's a little bit warmer.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
oh, that's beautiful. Awesome. So, Emma, I loved what you shared about metabolism today. Could you go through your top 5 things again, just as we finish this for people?
Definitely. Yeah. Exercising, adding some resistance training, so strength training, adding protein into your diet, definitely. Sleep. Now, you touched quickly on the other M word, and that other M word does affect your sleep. So, quality sleep is something that is going to help if we can, and lots of water. So drinking lots of water during the day. They're my top 5. Good girl. Exactly. Herbal teas. And exercise, it doesn't have to be hard. It can be fun. It doesn't need to be, oh, I've got to get up and do this class. It can be, going for a walk on the beach, riding your bike, going for a hike, going to the Yang, something that's fun where you're out in the air, you're enjoying life, you're in nature.
Absolutely.
When often people think exercise, they think, oh, I've got to do a strength HIIT class. No, you don't have to do that. It can be going to the local pool and doing a couple of laps of the pool. Just as long as you're moving your body, which is going to help, kickstart that metabolism again. And then I highly recommend 3 times a week to introduce strength training, but that can be body work. You could just do a couple of push-ups and a couple of shoulder press. It doesn't have to be hard. It's easily integrated into your life.
And it's so rewarding. I remember when I first started working out with you where, it was a couple of years of lockdown. We had severe lockdowns in Melbourne. So I just got I'd go for my morning walks, but, they didn't do that. I mean, it was great that I got out every morning, but I really didn't feel fit. And my body was in the worst shape that it ever was. And my strength in my arms, I've always been the type of person where top part of my body, never an issue with.
Yeah.
Even when I didn't work out, I'd have, you know, little muscles in my arms. You know, for some reason, top was always good. But I noticed a difference in my arms. And when I started with you, I couldn't even do push-ups. I couldn't do them.
Yeah.
And then by the end of them, you know, I was, you know, doing, you know, press-ups with 6 kilo kettlebell and push-ups. And I loved doing the push-ups. It was just, and I just felt so good about myself. So, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, I definitely think there's power in feeling strong, especially as women. I think that for me is what I love the most about training. And, you know, I train a lot because I'm seeing a lot of clients, I'm doing the classes. But for me, it's not about how I look, it's about how strong I feel and how active I can be with my young boys. That's the real kicker.
Yes.
For me.
Yes.
Longevity. I'm thinking long term, baby.
Yeah, absolutely. 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 So, for our listeners, I've loved today. I want to stay here. I can talk about self-image all day. I can be with you, Emma, all day, be with our incredible listeners and followers all day. We love hearing from you guys, by the way, so please let us know how we go. And Em, what's the homework for everyone this week?
The homework. All right. I want everybody to try and incorporate those 5 pillars of boosting your metabolism into their life this week. So exercise, strength training, adding protein into your diet, drinking lots of water, and trying to get some good quality sleep. Not one of them. You've actually got to hit all 5 this week. Yep.
Okay, you've all got to hit all 5 this week. You've heard Emma. We'll put that in a post for you, in an email for you. If we don't have your email address, please do DM us so that you receive an email with the homework every week. We are so happy to be here. We want to see you have a superstar self-image, not for anyone else, but so that you can be the star of your life. You have so much potential inside you. You have been gifted this beautiful body. You've been gifted this beautiful life. And you can make the decision right now to let go of your past, let go of who you thought you were, so that you can make room for who you were created to be. And you've been created with infinite possibilities, infinite potential inside you. There's nothing you cannot do. There's nothing. Your limits are limits of the mind. And by changing your mind and the concept of who you are inside and backing it up with the 5 steps that Emma has given you, you become unstoppable.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. It's time. It's your time to be the star of your beautiful life.
Gorgeous. Bye,
Until
darling.
next week. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.